just simply walked in between them and was just eating chips, and somebody captured it on their phone and it went viral. You can probably find it on YouTube. So that was another way of just simply distracting a situation.
Yeah, I would do the snack one. That's great.
Wait, yeah, did you have one? Oh yeah.
I've actually done that. So a man harassing a woman on the street has like, he's standing too close to her. I'm gonna go stand between him and her. And he was distracted and she ran away. And but I would rather have just been like, oh hey man, do you know how to get to Park Avenue?
Yeah.
The Heritage Parkway from here? Just sometimes ignoring what they're doing and get their attention. Especially in Bay Ridge, somebody wants to tell you where the best pizza is or where the best, falafel. Like, ask them something controversial, but not too controversial because we're de-escalating. Yeah, I also had to do this week because I was walking into a deli thinking about danishes and donuts, and all of a sudden had to start thinking about direct and delegate and distract and delay. And I was able to just do that with the turn of the switch because I've had this training many times at this point. I think the first time at an event sponsored by the mayor's office, many years before I started at AAA-NY, and realizing I'm talking too much.
No, it's okay. Thank you, Mary. Thank you.
Thank you everyone that does this.
Also, I realized like food is a really big scene everywhere. So is with us, like in our office, every conversation somehow ends up being involved with food. No matter what the conversation is, somehow, some way, it just ends up being towards the food. What did you bring for lunch? What are you having? Like what are you having for dinner? And then like in our community, in Indian community, if you would, like there's this saying that once you have lunch, you start worrying about what you're gonna have for dinner. So that's like really interesting. It's good to see like everybody's like that, not just us. So that's good to know.
Thank you.
One more way of distracting is to talk to the person who is the target of the hate crime and pull their attention away from the person, the perpetrator, I guess. You strike up a conversation with them as if you know them. And maybe you talk to them about the best pizza or falafel in Bay Ridge. And by engaging in this conversation and pointedly ignoring the person who is perpetrating this hate crime, you foil them, frustrate them, and they will eventually give up and go away. And you're also establishing that you're here for this person in this moment. As strange as it might be for them, for you to start talking to them, it's definitely preferable to sitting there alone and receiving this abuse.
That's actually something that really works. Like a friend of mine,
Take the mic. Yeah, so we can all hear you.
A couple of friends, we were just out for dinner up somewhere in the city, and one of our friends, she walked out of the restaurant first, and a guy started approaching her, trying to talk to her. She obviously wasn't interested. Another colleague of mine, he saw that, and he literally just walks up to her and puts her arm around her. Let's go, honey, how are you? Everything okay? It just like simply just word. I never saw that before, and it was amazing to see that, like how easy that was. But another thing that really caught my attention there was that how aware my other colleague was about his surroundings and what was going on around him. So that's something I think which is really important for all of us.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's great. I think that seems like the most surefire way of not escalating things further. So thank you, everyone. And also that leads into the final D, delay. Check in with the person who was harmed after the incident and educate ourselves and our communities on why this happened. Yeah, so again, it's not about being the hero, it's about supporting our community members. So if you have any documentation, be sure to share that, and step into your role as a community member and educate yourself and the people around you on why these things happen, so they don't happen anymore.
you.
Thank you so much. Before we move on, I saw this beautiful drawing. Is there someone specific at J-Fridge who did this? Alright, okay, I was just wondering that we keep us safe.
Rebecca Katz.
Okay. Artwork by Rebecca Katz. Okay, thank you so much. I thought it was one of you know. I was gonna ask if we can actually act one of them out. So yeah, can we role play just real quick to give people an idea of distract maybe? Can someone argue with me and then someone else decide to be the distractor?
No, I'm good. You can
Yeah.
take one. Sorry.
Yeah,
Thank
Alicia,
you.
can I volunteer you? Or are we shy? We don't have to use the microphone. Okay, Mary, okay. Me and Mary are gonna argue about falafel. And then we need someone's gonna have to break it up, okay? Okay, all right. It's gonna be me and you, we're gonna be arguing. Someone has to distract us.
This year it was.
Or are we hustling on? Or do you wanna distract?
This year the design.
You tell me. I'll be the big jump. Okay. Can I count on someone in the crowd to distract it? Or are you guys gonna keep us arguing? Okay.
Because I don't know how long I can be mean to y'all. We're gonna start. You again. Where do you? I'm just trying to go into buy hummus and falafel. I've never seen you here before. I live in this community. I've been here for a long time. I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you blocking my way? Thank you, Caitlin. Always, I got you.
Role play with the mic. Hold it. But just to let you know, there always is heated conversations about falafel. Because as you know, in Palestine, Palestinians eat falafel. And unfortunately, we come across maybe some Israelis who will claim, or other folks who will claim it doesn't belong to us, or it's not part of our tradition, or so I thought it was a really good topic.
It's like the lost debate in West Africa
Yeah.
between the Nigerians and the Ghanaians on who makes the better jollof rice, when it's really the Senegalese people.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And also to the new folks who came, we have some water in the coolers just in case, because everyone it is a little still hot. So, and then I want to do one more. I just want to do one more, you guys. Can anyone suggest which one I should do? Which one? We already did distract, right? Does anyone? Delegate? Okay. Okay. Will you be able to help us with delegate? Will you be able to help us? So respond directly to the person causing harm or physically intervene if necessary. Be confident, assertive, and calm. So this time I'm going to cause harm upon Mary. Can I count on you to be the direct person?
We're doing direct, right? How could you? How could you come in here and try to tell me otherwise? This hummus and falafel will always be mine. You don't belong here. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
All right. It's enough about hummus. Everyone likes hummus. It's okay.
What do you mean? Do
argue
you
about-
want some of this as well, man?
I don't want none of nothing. I only want some hummus.
Then this only works if she in the meanwhile just steps away.
Yeah.
I mean, if she's gonna argue with you or, like, this is the best time, like, while running away, you're gonna go after her.
Okay.
We do have like a full version of the training where there's the toolkit, right?
Yeah.
This is just like basic kind of
Yeah, I'm just.
But no, you're right. Sometimes it's a little bit different. Sometimes the person that's directly causing harm is physically harming.
Yeah.
So if I were to put my hands on Mary, sorry. No. Okay, I'm sorry.
Everyone, thank God we have a microphone. So in other situations, direct would be more to do with, I would actually physically be harming Mary. And so thank you for stepping up. Wait, remind us of your name again?
Josh.
Josh, thank you, Josh. But other folks, if I actually had my hands on Mary, like shaking her shoulders, what would you have done? Would you feel it's your responsibility to come in between us or to pull me off of Mary? Yes? Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that's the other 5D. She said, I'll document it. Yeah. Thank you.
What be the question?
What is the person being direct? What do they do?
The person being direct, what do they do in the event that when the hostility is towards them and the physical harm is towards them? Like, you don't want to start a fight, you know?
The expert.
Go ahead, Josh. So
I guess is our favorite training response. So the hope is that because you as an ally are stepping in, that you're not as much a target of the hate crime as the person they are targeting, which will automatically lower the level of aggression. But in any case, you're the one feeling empowered. You're choosing to step into the situation, which gives you power and authority and control that the victim doesn't have. And yeah, they might just turn their attention to you and start harassing you. And this is also why we delegate and we try to get other people around us to help out too. That, we're a community and we have to look out for each other.
Thank you so much. Did anyone have any questions or wanted to add on to that? Because I'll give an example of when I was in one of these trainings, there was an instance, a colleague had shared a story of she was too afraid to intervene or like delegate or direct because she had witnessed like an argument of a couple outside of a deli, and so she didn't want to call the police. So what she decided to do was she checked in with the victim after it was all over. Like, she tried to lend her support after the argument was done because she knew she wouldn't be able to handle this guy if he tried to intervene, since he seemed like such a hothead. So that's one way that we can all show support too. If like we're worried and you really can't take on the situation, I would say just like wait behind and ask if you can do anything for them. So that's checking in. And then I wanted to do a raffle. Did everyone get a raffle ticket?
Yeah.
Yep. Unless, does anyone have any recommendations, anything else to suggest, any questions? We won't stop you. Everyone has one though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You got one? Got one?
Yep.
Because we're going to pick 3. So you got 3 times the chance. Did Ranim and Caitlin get one? Okay. All right. Ranim, say hello, everyone. She's a part of our youth club. Yeah. And Caitlin is our youth